Hello and how you doing? And welcome back to another edition of Two Jagoffs. I am your host, Austin Cairns, and I am joined here remotely with. I am joined here remotely with. You gonna say anything, Lucas? All right, anyway, with Lucas Kuhns, and welcome back to Two Jagoffs, and welcome to Jagoff Marathon. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing you guys a very special 3 episode a week marathon here on the Two Jagoffs podcast, and I am so excited to talk about all the amazing episodes we have. This episode usually comes out on Thursdays, but this week it's coming out on a Friday because this past Wednesday we had our biggest interview to date. And I'm so happy and so honored to say that Pittsburgh's very own Mayor Corey O'Connor took some time out of his very busy day to come on the podcast, come in the media hub actually, and have a conversation and share some details about what it's like being the mayor of downtown Pittsburgh. He talked sports with me. He talked about his time being mayor. We talked a little bit about the NFL draft as well and how big of a success that was for the city. It was overall one of my personal favorite episodes. Even though it wasn't an hour-long episode, which we were accustomed to seeing, it was still one of my all-time favorite episodes. So thank you, Mayor O'Connor. Thank you to his amazing staff. We had like 5 people in the room, so it was a great experience. I'm very humbled and very honored to have had the mayor on this very podcast. With that being said, though, that was just the beginning of Jagoff Marathon. This episode right here, we're going to talk about some sports. We got some NBA playoffs and some NHL playoffs to get into. We have some other topics that we would like to address as well. Hopefully squash the beef, maybe get through it. Who knows? We'll see what happens there. We have a lot to discuss personally here on the podcast. And then this Sunday on Two Jagoffs, it's Interview Sunday, damn it. Duh, we're going to have another interview. We're going to treat you guys to 2 interviews this week with a guest that has never been on the podcast before. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All those episodes you can listen to on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, or iHeartRadio. Of course, daily social media clips and posts on our TikTok, Facebook, X, and Instagram. So go check out all those pages. Go give a follow and like all of those accounts. And if you're new to Two Jagoffs and you just started listening to us on Wednesday for the Mayor O'Connor interview, welcome to the podcast. I'm Pittsburgh's favorite Jagoff, Austin Cairns. On the screen, who has not said a word yet, is the prodigy of Point Park University, Lucas Kuhns. We have started this podcast about 4 years ago, and ever since then, we have had every major broadcaster on in the Steel City. We've had a lot of politicians, a lot of athletes, a lot of professional wrestlers, and a lot of our peers on this very show. And we plan on continuing to do it for as long as we can. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining the Jagoff Mafia, as we like to call it, or the Jagoff family in this case. We welcome you all with open arms, and hopefully you can find our content entertaining for the foreseeable future. Now, with that all being said, I want to get into today's episode. And Lucas, you have been awfully quiet for the first few minutes. This is a rare occurrence. You didn't even say your name at the beginning or introduce the Torseman. I mean, friend to friend, man to man. Are you good over there? You
You
okay?
shut your mouth for 5 seconds, Austin. Damn. I haven't been able to get a word in because all I can think about is what you did to Jack the other day. That was irresponsible, stupid, and dangerous. You know what you did? You know what you did to him? You kidnapped him. You put him in the back of a car, locked it, and left it in the middle of nowhere. You know what? You know what kidnapping can do, Austin? I googled it for you. You know what it can do? 20 years to life in prison. You're so lucky that I've been advised to keep this civil and figure it out between me and you because the I had to go find him. I had to go find him. I had to let him out of that damn car. You didn't have any AC on. All the windows were locked. And you want to know what else? I looked this up too. Do you know the definition of PTSD, Austin? I doubt you do because you're stupid. I mean, look at you. Post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. It's a mental condition triggered by experiencing or witnessing terrifying, life-threatening, or traumatic events like violence or abuse. You hit him and shoved him in the back of that car against his will. He was scared and didn't know what was happening. I found him. You're not the smartest guy, so I was able to find him. I let him out of there, and he was scared. You know what happened? You know what happened? I tried to be a good friend because that's what good friends do. You know, you be a good friend to those that are in a time of need. I was like, you know what? I feel bad for him. Let's give him a treat, you know, because you can say, oh, this was caused
Treat?
by me. I brought him into this podcast in the first place, which is my podcast, by the way. Fuck you. And I tried to get him some chicken flavored gummy bears. You know what he did, Austin? You know what he did?
What?
He flinched. He flinched at the sound of it. You are a dick.
Whoa, first of all, I didn't lock him in a trunk. I threw him in the back of a trunk. And Lucas, did you not see the video? He had plenty of time to get out of that trunk as the door was slowly closing. And dude, why are you overreacting so much? Isn't this just all for the content, dude? I mean, after all, you banned my unnamed broadcast colleague by ripping a paper to shreds and completely diminishing his commentary career. You burned a hockey stick, which is literally what Casey War uses for his character work because he is the Muay Thai maniac. You have banned our former co host and have talked bad about him and all of his Facebook friends and family. And you're going to be mad at me because I put Jack in the back of a trunk? I didn't
I want
even
to know
leave
something. No, 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 shut your mouth. I want to know something. I want to know something. Who's your advising team? Who's your advising team?
my advising team.
Who's your advising team? Who thought this was a good idea?
I don't have an advising team,
You have an
Lucas.
advising team. See, everything I've done has gone through my thought process, thinking the future, in an advising team. You don't even think. You can't even get the shit done without me half the time. So no wonder you did something so stupid like this and irresponsible, unmature. You're really just proving that you can't do anything on your own. That's why I like the hat says hashtag Lucas Carries, because I'm the only person around here with more than one fucking active brain cell at a time.
Dude, you are heated. You should be in a better mood right now. We just had the biggest episode to date with Mayor Corey
I don't
O'Connor.
give a
Why are you?
damn about your interview with Mayor Corey O'Connor. You're gonna sit there all high and mighty as if you didn't make fun of me during the interview. Yeah, I listened. Yeah, you want to make fun of me? You just sound stupid the whole time. You can't even get me out of your head. I live rent free in that stupid noggin of yours.
Okay, Lucas, I see where this is going. Last week, I was pissed off because of what you did to KC. Okay. This week, you're obviously pissed off because of what happened to Mr. Jack Dean. Can we just say the odds are evened up now and move past this? I mean, in all honesty, I should have done a lot more than what I did to Mr. Jack Dean at his house. All I did was shove him in the back of the trunk real quick. I thought it was for the content, dude. You banned now four people. Not just four people, but four people that I am excuse me, three people that I'm very, very close with.
Yeah, nice
What
counting, bud.
was that?
Can't even know the difference between three and four. Shows what kind of host you are.
No, that just shows how many people that you've banned for no reason. I'm starting to lose count now. Like, come on, dude. You have gone absolute four for including Jack, but obviously it seems like you got Jack out of the car, so I guess he's not banned from the podcast. And you know Jack is welcome back anytime, just like any of those three guys that you banned. Because guess
No, they're
what?
not. They're not welcome back.
They're not welcome back.
They are not welcome back. If
Why
I
not?
see you try to let them in, bad things are gonna happen.
Okay, well, the good news is you have Jack back in your corner, right? You got him out of the car. The good news is I got support too, dude. We both can have friends outside of the podcast. You and Mr. Jack Dean went to high school together. Guess what? I went to high school with Kevin, dude. And Kevin, in the video that he made yesterday, he clearly endorsed me and he clearly is in my corner and is backing me up on all this. I mean, you were the one that called both of them out in a video a long time ago for no reason when Kevin did nothing wrong but hit a puff of weed. That's all he did.
Don't worry. I gave Kevin a chance. He wanted to make fun of me and Jack, for going out and buying some food, which, by the way, he ended up calling me and actually telling me it looked great. So I don't know why he's trying to stay face on social media as if he's on your side. He called me privately and said that actually looked really good. And then I told him the price of it, and he actually said that's a great deal. So you can shut your mouth. And also, he eats more than me whenever we've hung out, every single time we've ever hung out. So once again, shut your mouth. And I give Kevin plenty of chances. He's chosen the wrong one anytime. I didn't want to have to do this to Kevin Carl, whatever the hell he is. But, sometimes people just aren't willing to change, and you're gonna have to change them for them.
Well, you can say whatever you want about that, but at the end of the day, you're just jealous over the fact that I have a supportive friend in my corner. I have a more coherent supportive friend in my corner, not someone that hides behind a dumbass luchador mask with Sin Cara and talks about made up chicken flavored gummy bears, which, let's be honest, doesn't exist. You should have known that whenever I put him in the back of the car. There was no chicken flavored gummy bears. Dude, you are going crazy right now. Like, can
I
we
have a
just
question.
talk
I have a
about
question.
sports?
No, 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 no. Shut your mouth before you go too far away. You said that you have a more coherent person in your corner.
Absolutely, I do. Absolutely.
Now, I'm not gonna say who told me this information because you could count it as insider information. But is it true or is it false? And don't lie, because if you lie to the Jagoff Mafia,
I will never.
you're no better than me at
You don't
this.
even care
Because
about them.
shut your mouth. You say that you're so much better than me. You won't be better than me if you lie to them. Was he or was he not tipsy while making those videos calling me out?
Listen, I don't know if he was
Was
car.
he or was he not tipsy? I know you know the answer. I know
He
you
had
know
out.
the answer because he's told me the answer. He's told me the answer, but I want to hear it come out of your stupid mouth because he said that you know it's true.
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. He's had multiple alcoholic beverages. Yes, I mean that's his whole thing.
So your
I
more
didn't.
coherent person isn't even in a correct state of mind, is what you're saying.
No, what I'm trying to say is even in that bad state of mind, he's still more coherent than Mr. Jack Dean would ever be.
So the guy in your corner is a heavy drinker that is known for getting drunk and tipsy while recording, and someone that smoked weed while actively recording. Good to know. Good to know that's what you think is coherent on this podcast. Good to know that's what you want to, influence our fans with. I don't think I've ever influenced our fans to be drinking or smoking weed on the podcast. I mean, if I ever have, please call me out, but I can't say
Okay,
I've
well,
ever done that.
Well, listen, Lucas, sometimes the one that commits the sins or some of the people that you can be the closest with. And sure, he may have made those bad decisions and bad virtues, but at the end of the day, Kevin Homa is my best friend. Kevin Homa is somebody that I've known since elementary school. Kevin Homa is somebody that always had my back when I was bullied in high school. Someone that had my back when I went through my first real breakup. Somebody that had my back when I graduated college. Somebody that had my back when I was unsure what I wanted to do with my life and career. And unlike your ass, who disappeared for many years and didn't show back up until the podcast was popping, I actually had somebody in my corner. So you eat your damn nuggets. You wear your stupid ass Lucas Carey's hats, but you watch your damn mouth when it comes to Kevin. Mr. Jack Dean barely had anything gone wrong. If I really wanted to go after Mr. Jack Dean, you don't think I don't have the wrestling community on my side? You don't think I don't have the Jagoff Mafia on my side? You're the one last week, Lucas, that said I'm done with the Jagoff Mafia. You gave up on them. You bashed them. You belittled them. You got on them for every single decision they have made because they are understanding how delusional you sound. You sound like a crazy ex-girlfriend right now, Lucas. You're wearing a hat with your name on it. That just goes to show how egotistical you are.
What's on the front of your hat?
It's a golf A, but it's just an A. It's a golf hat.
Remember that time in the media hub before we hit film that you said it was A for Austin?
That was a joke, Lucas. Come on.
And also,
You
for the last shut your mouth. For the last 3 weeks in a row, you love bringing up you only came whenever the podcast was popping off. Dude, you got like 10 views whenever I came. If you're gonna go 10 views popping off, then that's actually kind of a joke, and your life is probably pretty sad.
Can we please move into some sports? Or are we going to continue to bicker the rest of this episode? Because
I mean,
obviously
it's
your
up to you,
panties are still in a twist.
if you want to keep losing arguments, we can keep bickering, but you're not doing any good for yourself. You just look dumber and dumber by the sentence.
Lucas, listen. I understand that you're upset. And I understand that you have a lot going on at home. I have a lot going on at home. We both have a lot going on in our personal and professional lives. But the last thing we need to do is ban people, is diminish other people. We should be helping other people. Our podcast is supposed to be a platform used for other people to share their stories while we tell their own and also help out the community. This podcast has raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, Lucas. This podcast has given back to universities, has given back to schools, has given back to students and people in need. We should be that good leadership for those young youth, for the youth out there. You're making it seem like that this has to be some power-hungry podcast where you get all the control. Dude, your slogan is Lucas Carries. That doesn't get more egotistical. Yeah, sure, I have an A on my hat for Austin or golf or whatever other kind of signs you want to point out there. But, dude, you have a movement on your hat. Come on.
I just want to remind you, well, speaking of the movement, you brought someone on the podcast that is only popular because of their movement into their political career. But besides that, I just want to remind you, out of all of my bannings, which I was advised on how to do by a smart team, and I thought and have been proven was a smart decision, I have never once lied to get them banned, and I have never once been physical to get them banned. But you did both of those on your first attempt at banning someone. So I'll remember that. I'm gonna remember that because I didn't want this to go far. I was very respectful of how I did it. I made official announcements about it, and you know what?
You were
got physical.
respectful.
You got fit. Did I punch any of the people? Did I lock them in cars? Any of the people? Did I lie about getting them a gift to beat them and then shove them in the car? Any of the three times? Can you name one time that I got physical with any of the three people?
Lucas, you diminished their legacies on the podcast. You called them names that are simply untrue. You ripped papers to shreds and burned property of people. You committed arson. Lucas, you sound delusional, dude. I didn't lock them in a car. I put them in a car for a video. Come on, man. Get your head out of
That
your
could only be
ass.
open from the outside. I call that kind of being locked in.
It can be open from the inside. It's a 2014 Chevy Equinox. Come on now.
Then why did he sit in there for 2 days until I let him out?
It's Mr. Jack Dean. What do you think?
He probably couldn't get out because it was locked.
Yeah, back to this point made earlier. He's not the brightest. He's not the brightest. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, okay?
So you intentionally went after someone that wouldn't know how to get out and lock them in the car.
Lucas, you are
For content,
delusional,
for
dude.
content, by the way.
For
Content.
content, for content. Okay, yeah, you burn somebody's property for content, for content.
Yeah, it's not locking them in a car for 2 days without food or water.
Whatever. Let's talk some sports now, because I'm getting annoyed and I'm about to leave the Zoom call, but I'm not going to do that to the
I wish
Jagoff
you would.
Mafia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep eating your damn nuggets. Let's talk about some playoffs that's going on right now. The NBA playoffs are at an all-time high right now with the Eastern Conference and Western Conference matchups starting to get set. The New York Knicks are looking pretty good. And we haven't talked basketball in a minute on the podcast, but the entire reason why I'm bringing it up is not about necessarily one of the teams that are still in the playoffs. It's actually about one of the teams and a specific player that is no longer in the playoffs. And I am talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James. Now, LeBron James is widely recognized as one of the greatest, one of, if not the greatest basketball player that has ever touched a court. LeBron James has entered one of his possible final years ever in the National Basketball Association as he is set to hit the free agent market this year. He took the Los Angeles Lakers far into the playoffs, and they just got swept by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Los Angeles Lakers, since LeBron has been a Los Angeles Laker, they are now 6-8, 6 out of 8 playoff appearances in the last 8 years. LeBron has been swept twice, once by Jokic and the Nuggets, and of course once by Shea and the Thunder. He's also lost in the first round 3 different times and has also made it to the Western Conference Finals twice. So it's safe to say that LeBron James didn't quite exactly have the best playoff resume when it came to being a Los Angeles Laker, but he also passed Kobe's record. He also passed Michael Jordan's record, and he's passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record as a Los Angeles Laker. And all that was before his success, which he already had with both the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Miami Heat. I am here to say right now that, in my humble opinion, LeBron James is the second best basketball player of all time. I don't think it is. I don't think it is anywhere close in the GOAT debate. Longevity certainly is a great asset for LeBron's career, but Michael Jordan is 6-0 in the NBA Finals and has never let a playoff game go to a Game 7. I'm sorry, but that stat right there alone makes Michael Jordan the GOAT. You can break down the logistics, you can break down the stats all you want, but I am Team Jordan all the way. He is the most pivotal NBA player in history. LeBron James definitely wins in the longevity card, but just because you play forever doesn't mean you necessarily are the greatest player. So I want to say this right now because I don't know when we will revisit the subject or if we will revisit the subject since we rarely talk basketball. If this was LeBron James' final game in the National Basketball Association, if this was his final time stepping foot on the court, sure, it was not necessarily the way you want to go out, but in my opinion, you should be proud. You got to play with Bronny James, your son. You got to play with an all-star player in Luka Doncic. You've gotten to help elevate other players on your team, such as Rory Hachimura and Austin Reeves, who is also going to be a free agent and is going to get that bag this year. I say at least 35 million or more a year. That's how great he is. There is a lot going on in Los Angeles right now with the market and the cap space only being $37 million. So there's a lot of decisions that need to be made. But if this was LeBron's final game as a Laker, and if LeBron is going to step away from the basketball court forever, I want to congratulate him on an amazing career. LeBron James is one of the best of all time. He is on the Mount Rushmore. He is in the GOAT debate for a reason. I personally don't believe he is, but that's not to take away any of his other successes, championships, finals wins, or finals MVPs. LeBron James, you are an amazing basketball player. I hope you're not retired because I want to make it out to one of your games one day. But thank you for all that you have done for basketball if this is it.
You done finally?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't really have much to say about LaFlop. Um, but getting swept, that's a great topic to bring up because just like LaFlop got swept, the Flyers also got swept. What a stupid team, bro. Stupid Flyers. That was the biggest hate watch I've ever done in my life. But outside of every single time you post something. Um,
So you're happy that the Philadelphia Flyers got swept by the Carolina Hurricanes?
yeah, yeah, you
You,
could, I'm happy could be an understatement, honestly.
you know what? As somebody who's also kept up with the NHL playoffs recently, I must say that that's one thing we can actually agree on. I was very happy with the Carolina Hurricanes getting revenge for our good old Pittsburgh Penguins. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited to see what the Canadians do in the playoffs. I've been watching Montreal quite a bit.
I think the Hurricanes actually have a better chance at winning the Stanley Cup final.
No, I do too, but like they have been so rough in the late stages of the playoffs in the last few years. But hey, it's an exciting time to be around. We're gonna see a new team finally. It's finally not gonna be a Florida team, so I'll take it. Are you happy now? I see
These
you
are.
change your hat too. What the hell is this?
Wow, it's my fish. It's my fish hat.
So the fish hat is more important than the
It's
Lucas
got a
Cairns
tail
hat.
on the back as well.
It's got a tail on the back.
Hmm.
Okay.
I would say it's more
You
important. You would say I'm like sharing the love. I have a third hat actually. I can go grab. It's also a new hat. I just got it today. If you want to see
have a
it.
third hat? Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, hi. You're trying to
Oh,
make an appearance. I mean, ew. Oh, hey.
I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
thought I thought that was like your hand or something. God, it was like scary.
No, it's Cooper. You finally awake from your nap. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're on Zoom this week, so it's bring your
Oh wow,
dog
who
to.
who would have guessed that we're on Zoom? I thought we were in the media hub.
Oh, you thought we were in the media hub.
Yeah, it's actually kind of sad. I kind of respect your dog more. Even he's trying to get you to shut your mouth.
No, he's just giving me some. Are you being a good boy? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. This is
That's
Cooper,
more kisses.
everybody.
That's more kisses than you'll ever get in your life.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Let me love my dog, damn it. Don't be rude.
I
Ain't
like
that
your
right,
dog
Cooper?
more than I like you.
Hi, buddy.
At
You made
least
him
your dog's
scared.
not annoying and makes stupid decisions.
My dog is amazing. Ain't that right, Coopies?
I just
Ain't that
said
right?
that. I said I like your dog.
Look,
Damn.
this is Cooper, everybody. This is Cooper. Sorry, I didn't mean to grab you like that. All right, back down you go. Cooper just woke up from a nap. He's been on my lap this whole episode. I do apologize. He's heard me yell this entire time. So,
Like my NASA hat.
why are you changing hats every
I
time?
told you I have another hat to go grab. He said okay.
Yeah.
My NASA hat.
Do you know what's crazy? Cooper made his two Jagoffs debut before my sister.
Probably for the best. Your sister has her ways of driving me insane and also being someone I can talk to for like an hour, but only in like an hour.
Only like an hour. The cutoff is an hour,
Yeah, because then she starts bringing up problems I've already advised her on how to fix, and then like but she doesn't take my advice to fix it, and then it's still a problem.
and then it's
It's
still a
just like
problem.
you, honestly.
What do you mean?
It must have been like a gene that got passed down. I've never really talked to your dad and mom like that personally before. I don't know. I don't know if you ever give them advice, they don't take it, and then they make it a problem. I mean, your mom's problem is not liking Danhausen. That's her problem.
Do you like Danhausen?
I feel like we've been over this like 30 different times out like
I'm just
Danhausen.
asking. There's new viewers. I mean, you probably scared them off already with all your bitching and moaning earlier, but
I mean, I have my reasons. They can go back and watch any episode where you're delusionally stupid.
all right. Well, let's talk some wrestling while we're at it. Obviously, this episode is pre-recorded because both myself and Lucas have some other endeavors that we are going to be working towards this weekend.
I just don't feel like seeing you in person.
And that. So we are actually going to be we pre-recorded this episode on Wednesday. This is coming out on Friday. Wednesday's our typical recording day, so it's a 2-day advance thing. So as you all know, by probably looking at the social media pages, I have just got done working at the Enclave for Enclave. I heard Enclave today, so I think it's that now. I think I was messing it up before.
I
But
think
either
so.
way, IWC Wrestling had their own show in the South Side yesterday at the time of this posting. And I can't say if it was a success or not, but all I can say is from knowing what happened at the very beginning, I was with Joe Dombrowski and Dominic D'Angelo, both of them, of course, being former two Jagoff guests. And the matches, from what I'm looking at the card as we speak, is stacked. Victor Benjamin is going one-on-one with Marcus D'Angelo for the high stakes championship, which Lucas and I both have a history with Marcus and Ox, unfortunately. A little bit of good and a little bit of bad. Shane is amazing too. Shout out to Victor Benjamin, always doing with the Savannah Bananas and the firefighters, of course, down in Savannah, Georgia, and all across the country. You got Lucas's guy who still has not gone to the Brazilian Steakhouse yet, Duke Davis, defending against Elijah Dean for the world title. Gannon Jones Jr. and Danny Moe versus the production, that of course being Katie Arquette and Derek Dillinger, who, Derek, if you're still listening to this episode, I deeply apologize for all the nonsense you had to hear spew out of Lucas's mouth this entire time. I
I
know
mean,
that
Derek
Lucas,
knows how stupid you can be. That's why he like doesn't like you.
he likes me. Derek likes me.
Didn't he like throw water at you or something?
No, that was Ken and Christopher.
Same thing.
I mean, Derek punched me at the media hub.
Oh yeah, punched you. Oh,
So
he
that
did
was,
that. I thought he did something at like an event. Like took your sign or threw water at you or something.
no, he cussed me out.
Well, I
But
mean
I mean,
that's just naturally has to happen whenever it's you.
thanks. Thanks a lot.
I mean, you do have a punchable face. I see why he punched you.
All right. Anywho, and then there's also some other matches, including a big fatal four-way match. It's Cowpoke Paul versus Felix Cause versus Zach Nystrom versus Cristiano Argento. So a lot of and Austin Blaze versus Andrew Palace. How could I forget about our guy Andrew Palace as well, who is going to be there? Don't worry, your eyes.
I'm
I mean,
rolling
he put
my
me
eyes at
through.
you forgetting Andrew Palace.
Huh?
I'm rolling my eyes because you forgot Andrew Palace. This is why he flipped you off.
Okay, well, Andrew Palace and I have a bit of a history between each other, but that's okay. Stop showing your damn Pringles. Nobody cares about
I
that.
bet you've never seen this flavor, have you?
I have seen that flavor actually, and I've tried it
Mm,
before. It's not bad. I like the other barbecue better, but that's
this one's better.
uh,
It's okay to be wrong. I mean, you usually are anyways.
you are so weird today. Like you are in such a bad mood. You've
Who
worn
would have,
three
who, who
different
would have thought?
hats.
Who
You're
would have thought?
going crazy. You didn't talk at all in the first 3 minutes of this episode. You're not yourself right now.
God,
Obviously,
God forbid a guy shows off his hats. I mean, look at your wall right next to you, you fucking hypocrite.
what are you talking about? There's not that many. We're not doing another room tour. We already did that last time.
I don't know. Maybe the new fans want to see what's above your door.
Oh, hell no. I'm going to hell if that's the case.
You already
Oh,
are.
you are too after all what
You
you
locked
did.
someone in your car.
Don't you start with all the shit that you've done.
I haven't done a thing.
Oh yeah, I haven't done a
I've
thing.
never
Okay.
laid hands on a guest.
Bullshit, you laid your hands on me.
You're not a guest. You're the host.
You've laid hands on somebody. You don't act like you haven't laid hands
I
on
said I've
anybody.
never laid hands on a guest.
You've threatened to lay hands on people before.
Never actually have though.
If you had the
It never
opportunity.
go. It never goes that far because I get my way whenever people actually use their brain and realize that I'm correct.
You're just a bitch. You don't actually want to stand up for yourself. But that's okay.
I mean, if you want to talk about not standing up for yourself, you could look in the mirror every time I do a promo.
You're so funny. You're so funny.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. But yeah, the Enclave
Someone's
was gonna
hangry.
be what?
I said someone's hangry.
No, I'm not hungry. I actually just ate. But IWC was great. 880 is gonna be next week. I'm making my return. I haven't been to 880 in about a month, but now that I'm officially graduated, I can make my return to there. There's gonna be back-to-back shows on Thursday. It is going to be 880 Wrestling Thursday Night Fights, and on Friday it is going to be 880 Wrestling Crashing Out. So a lot of good matches. Zeke Mercer versus Brandon St. James for the 880 title. You got the tag team championships on the line. Psychedelic Dreams, Sammy Suntimer and Aleo Dreams taking on the Department of Jocks, Big Dev Swayze and Big Jim Fridge. I still don't know how tall Dev is. I think he's like 6'7" or whatever. Oh wow, Lucas carries. How funny. Um, and then there's a lot of other fun matches that are going to take place at that event as well. So make sure you go tune in on indiewrestling.us, indiewrestling.live. The more hats that Lucas stacks on his head is the more matches you should watch on 880 Wrestling because
Oh
it
no, I was
is
stacking this for how many brain cells you actually use at a time, and it's only three.
whatever that's supposed to mean. But yeah, that's going to be happening very soon. Very excited to get there. I want to talk about some mainstream wrestling with you, Lucas. It's been a minute since we talked mainstream wrestling. There's been a lot of rumors going around on the mainstream roster. Obviously, some releases has happened, and I don't think we actually got to talk about this on the podcast. So I think this will be cool. It's a little bit outdated, but it's kind of relevant still because of the rumors circulating on who might be next, if there is anybody next. But the New Day was at the top of the list of WWE superstars that were released. There were some other names as well. Just as a quick reaction, real quick, what was your thoughts on that, and what's your thoughts on the rumors of some other guys?
I think TKO is the worst thing to happen to this business. I think that they're useless. The fact that they think that they need budget cuts is a joke. The fact that Roman retain his title, by the way? Just want to clear this up real quick.
Yes, he beat
Yeah,
Jagoffs too.
that's also a joke, by the way. He shows up like 3 times a year.
I mean, he was on Raw every week. The build for Backlash.
Wow, to build up for him winning. He showed up. Wow.
Okay.
You're so smart, Austin. Thanks for chiming in.
You
Uh,
asked the question, I gave an answer, but go ahead.
I didn't ask if he showed up for Backlash.
Just go ahead.
Um, Cody's still overrated, by the way. I see your stupid shirt. Yeah, he's overrated.
What's wrong with Cody Rhodes? The American Nightmare.
He's getting stale now. Nobody cares anymore.
I mean, he's getting stale.
He's stale. He's old news.
Okay.
And out with the old, in with the new. That's why we love Obafemi going to choose his own opponents if nobody will choose him.
Yeah, poor Angel and Berto.
Also, Danhausen is 3-0. Undertaker better be scared. Trying to think of any other important news because I don't really care about any of the other cuts really besides the New Day. New Day's the only one I mean, yeah, there was other important ones like Kerry Sane and stuff like that, but like I wasn't really like a fan of them. I knew they were good for the business, but like I don't care. The only ones I really cared about was the New Day. I mean, them losing Big E was the end of that tag team, anyways.
Yeah, that was the
And then
unfortunate
turning them
thing.
heel was probably the worst decision they could have made. They weren't even like fun to be unlikable. They were just genuinely unlikable at that point.
Yeah, I didn't mind the morning stuff, but then it kind of got stale, and then Grayson Waller was with them for a while, and I was like, "What are we doing here, guys? Like, come on! Like, you guys are all three of you are talented in your own rights, but like, I didn't get it. So I could totally
Now
understand.
Asuka's semi-retired, and I feel like everyone's kind of overreacting about that. I really don't care for her that much.
I mean, she's a Hall of Famer, no doubt about it.
She's a
She
Hall of
is.
Famer. I respect her for what she did. I liked her early on, but recently I feel like she's not that important. Everyone's acting like they just got rid of like Obafemi and like cut him or something.
From what I'm hearing, it's her own decision, and I'm okay with the way she went out because she kind of passed the torch to Io, which Io is so over right now. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I believe Io is the best women's wrestler in the world, like in ring. She is incredible. So I am perfectly okay with Asuka passing the torch to one of her fellow rivals and one of her former tag team partners in Io Sky. I'm perfectly okay with that. So love what's going on there. But before we run out of time, we'll definitely talk more WWE in the foreseeable future. So.
Also,
Um,
Mason Rook, he's big, he's bad, and he'll body slam your dad.
Yes, I'm so glad you like Mace. Dude, he is so good.
Yeah,
So
I mean
good.
he needs to bring back the mullet though and a beard. He looks terrible right now.
Yeah. Oh my God. He's big, he's bad. I'll body slam your dad. Dude, most see, everyone was so worried that NXT was gonna die because they called everybody up. And I'm like, give it a week. They brought in Evil, they brought in Mason Rook, they're bringing in other guys left and right. They'll be fine.
I'm not gonna
NXT
lie,
always,
changing his name kind of sucked though. Everyone just knew him as Will Cruz still.
yeah, that's the only part that kind of sucks. But I NXT's and hey, Tony D'Angelo, great NXT champion, by the way. I'm very happy with this next feud we're gonna get. This NXT Shawn Michaels, you are cooking, my friend. You are indeed cooking. But with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's episode. Obviously, if you have not checked out our recent interviews, we had Tatiana on this past Sunday, the unwilting Tatiana, and then we had Mayor Corey O'Connor on Wednesday. This Sunday, we'll have a brand new interview as well. And then this episode right here, we talk some sports and try to clear up the pot here. Lucas, honestly, I know you've been going through a lot recently, but I want to give a big shout out one last time to my man Kevin Homa, who has always been there for me, has always been in my corner. I love you, dude. I'm glad that you turned over a new leaf and that you're dropping the whole Carl bit now. I can't wait to maybe have you back on as Kevin once more because last time you were on the podcast, you were still Carl. You kind of had a bit of an edge to you. Maybe we'll bring you back and we'll have a good episode. So thank you, dude. I love you, man. But before Lucas gets mad at me, I know he probably wants to do a Lucas carries or a blind rankings or something. So, Lucas, my guy, floor is yours. Take it away.
No, you see, I find it funny that you think that you deserve to be blessed with the Lucas carries after the shit that you've been doing and the terrible shout out you just gave. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard this entire episode, by the way. Honestly, I don't think you deserve it. I honestly, with how the fans have been siding recently, outside of a few actually smart ones, I don't think they deserve it. This shit is my podcast, and I'm gonna do as I see fit. I have one last meeting I need to go attend to finalize this next business decision that I'm making tomorrow. As you know, this is pre-recorded, as you said earlier, so this episode will be dropping, on tomorrow, which will be Friday. So I got something to do. So I'm kind of too important for you, honestly, is what I'm trying to say without saying it. I'm too important for you.
Well, we
Too
got a promo
important
to
to
do. What are
keep
you
from
talking
you.
about?
Shut your mouth. Uh, Screw that promo, by the way. I deleted it off your phone whenever you let me do the editing on it. You should have checked probably. If you want to go look right now, you'll see that's not there anymore. If you
Well,
actually,
what are
yeah,
we
you
going to
can
post?
pull up your phone real quick. Just I
I'm
want you,
looking. I'm
yeah, look
looking.
at look at your camera real quick.
Yeah, where to go? Dude, we need a promo. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's I'm taking care of it. I'm taking care of it. Like I said, I have one last meeting I got to run through real quick just to finalize the terms of everything. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that. You can sit here and look stupid for the next 4 minutes and 29 seconds if you want to. But I got better things to do than deal with your dumbass. So I was gonna say bye, but actually screw you and screw the fans.
Ouch. I apologize, guys. I don't know what Lucas Kuhns has been getting into recently. Um, Mr. Jack Dean, if you are listening, I do apologize for last week if you really did take it personal at all. I thought we were doing this for content. I thought we were doing this for fun. I mean, we've done content where we made each other look stupid and we put our hands on each other. So if you really did take offense to that, I do apologize from the bottom of my heart. Um, Kevin, again, thank you for the endorsement. And Lucas, if you are still listening or if you tune back in when this eventually gets posted, dude, come on, man. Our moms used to work together. We have a long history together. We've grown up together. There's pictures in my camera roll of us when we were 10, 12, 13 years old going to wrestling events together. And now we're doing this together. We've had wrestlers on the podcast. We have wrestlers that follow each other on Instagram. I've done work with both major companies. There is a reason why me and you are in this position right now because we are grinding and we are making content. So I wish I could say this back to your face again, but obviously things were heated before. Let's put those differences aside and just move on, dude. We have a lot of good stuff happening on the podcast. We have a lot of new fans here that's here to hear both of us banter. So let's go back to their old ways. Hopefully we can get that resolved. Hopefully you can talk to your committee or whatever and we can go from there. But until next time, I do want to thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. I wish Lucas was here to end it off and at least give us a blind rankings. I was actually starting to like those blind rankings at the end of the episodes, but that's okay. Um, this Sunday, again, brand new interview, and then next week we'll be back in the media hub, myself and Lucas, hopefully, and we can break down all the sports news and have some fun there. So until next time, since I don't have a co-host, I'll show off my dog again. This is Cooper. That was Lucas Kuhns. I'm Pittsburgh's favorite Jagoff, Austin Cairns, and I'll see yous on the next one. Peace.